Welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash, and we are on our first hike of the day. Gonna cross the street and hit the little valley trail. Alright, catch y'all from the trail later. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take you around camp. We came a week later than last year, and the leaves are starting to change. And they changed since yesterday, I think. It's that time of year, the nights are cool. Leaves are looking good. Alright, we are at the Camp Burston Hungry Mother State Park campground, which is behind me. Right there. The rates for residents, water and electric 42, everything 46, not too bad. This is where you check in. Got a little book library. It'll be open about 9 o'clock. I think we're a little early. Alright, well, we're headed across the street here to Claiborne Ridge Trail. Alright, well, we are in Black Bear country, so there's a precaution sign right there, and here is the map. We are here. We're going to walk up and hit the Claiborne Hollow Trail, which is the only easy trail in the whole park, and go up and back. So it's probably a mile round trip, I believe. When we hit this, right there is the walking trail. We're at the parking area for the big trail, which is the Claiborne Loop, which is 4 mile hike. Almost to the first trailhead here. We just walked up that trail, which wasn't a bad grade, but I don't know if you can see it. There's a big hollow right there, so we did gain height. But we're almost to what they say is the easiest trail in the whole park. The Claiborne Loop Trail is, but the Claiborne Hollow Trail is the little cut through. We're on an intersecting trail. Atlas is walking Sandy. Nice and pretty. I think we hit the right week for the leaf change. Big old ridge coming down, and this little dry creek bed that runs when I'm sure it's big rain, and right back up this other ridge over here. Whew. And Sandy is down there. But is that deer smell or bear smell? I'm sniffing it though. Anyways, this is hiking and biking Claiborne Ridge Trail, which intersects right here and runs up this way. We're going the Claiborne Hollow Trail, which intersects right there and goes up through the. I really do like the Avenza map. We started down here at the trailhead, right there where my thumb's at. Follow the trail up here. If I turn, the pointer turns with me. So whatever direction that pointer is where we gotta go. And we're back, and we're headed up the Claiborne Hollow Trail. Another big old ridge. We're down in the hollow of these mountains. They go up both sides. We're walking right along the creek bed here. Alright. Atlas practically laying on the hillside, stretched out, eating grass. He's so funny. Take some pictures. Sun rising. Cloud cover burned off. Leaves are changing. Atlas doing his thing. Alright, we have made it to the big intersection. Claiborne Loop, Claiborne Hollow, Claiborne Ridge, and Stone Trail. There's Mr. Atlas. Sit down, dog. You told him to stay. Then you talk to him. While Sandy wrestles, we will flip a U-turn here. So catch you from Burston Campground. I didn't have my camera yesterday, so we'll do a little walk around before we get back to our camper. So check you back at the campground later. Okay, we're almost back to the camp. We're at the intersection. So behind me is the Claiborne Hollow. That's where we just did. Right here is the loop for the big trail. It's like 4 miles long. And right here is the sign, Camp Bursting, that way. Alright, we're back in the campground. We're going to walk the little loop till we get back to camp. So we're coming up on sites 1 through 14 if you go straight ahead, 15 through 20 if you turn right like we're going to do. So the place is plenty big enough, as you can see, for big old fifth wheels, big travel trailers, little travel trailers. There's some pull-throughs, a lot of back ends, so you might need to know how to back up your camper, because this fifth wheel was a back end site. Ours was a back end site. Cameras help. And then, let's see, is this a full hookup? Alright, water and electric on the outskirts. The middles, like where we're at, and these people are at, is water, electric, and sewer. A really good flush. I won't have to carry none of that extra poundage down the road, which is always a plus. Alright, we're coming up on the camp host. He's down here in the corner. Got a nice little corner lot. Show you his site when we get there. Got some fires going. It's a nice, beautiful, cool morning. Good morning. So, everything is good at Hungry Mother State Park. Leaves starting to change, as you can see now that the sun's up. Starting to get colorful. Top of that maple tree is turning red. The bottom's still green, but we got color coming. And it's coming in strong. Over there where 1 through 14 is, you got yurts on the far side. Camper parking on the near side towards me. Here's the camp host. We got a nice little setup. StarcraftCamping.com, a little 1 AR Max. It's a short fifth wheel, which is really nice because we might be looking for one of them one day.
Not ready for it yet.
6531 dry weight.
I've never seen one with one size.
That's 31 pounds heavier than my Tacoma can handle, so I need a bigger truck bike. Hey, take a little time out, met some people. But we're going to check that camper out. He said it's 26-foot fifth wheel, weighs 6,600 pounds. I said, well, it's a little big for my Tacoma, but it's something to look at. That's a good weight. Of course, the bathhouse right here, and the center section right there, a pull through. This one's pull through. These are back ends. Just this very center, and a couple others I believe are pull throughs, but I know the very center is. The roof tucked away. We're headed there now. So, like I said, probably see y'all from Owl Prowl or something. I usually catch a ranger or two. Welcome back to Adventure with PC Wabash, and I'm back at the camp. Whew. We just got back from our hike, and we did, let's see what the numbers come out to be. 13,750 steps. We walked 5.7 miles. Atlas, he down here. I had enough, Dad. I'm taking a break. Sandy's over here playing on my phone.
Yeah, getting caught up on the gossip.
I just put mine on charge. but the nights have been cool, so the colors have really started to come in, but the leaves also falling as fast as they're coming in. So I think we got the right week this time. Alright, well, catch you from somewhere else in the park.
Now this is our largest owl here in the park. Anyone know what this one is? This is our great horned owl. Called the great horned owl because when you look close enough, you can see it kind of has this little ear tuft up here. These actually are not its ears, so owl ears are kind of located underneath their feathers. They're kind of like little holes. And one of them is actually a little higher up than the other is to help them hear better. So you kind of hear it. Once you get the things, you kind of really zone in on the prey that might be nearby. This is our apex predator of the nighttime sky. The ring
Owl prowl night. I don't miss no owl prowl. Biggest crowd I ever seen in one. 32 people so far.
They did the barred owl and then the screeching nuts.
I got that call at the house. Make the first turn.
All over. That would be like a quarter that size.
Welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash, and we have success on this owl prowl. We've seen flew over here, then it flew back that way. Nice barred owl, beautiful flight. It was awesome. Biggest group they ever had for owl prowl. They said 33 people is what I counted, and it was a successful mission. I got the owl. I'll put that on Facebook later, and then I got the owl. I did a YouTube short with my phone. Good looking sunset. Welcome back to Adventures with PC Wabash, and we are on our morning hike. It's Sunday morning. We're going to go over here and check out the spillway, maybe walk along the lake trail loop for a while. Alright, okay. We're at the lake trail loop. Sandy's trying to get a picture of Atlas. He's being uncooperative. He wound up. He's finally getting ready to go for a walk.
Good. Stay. Stay. Stay.
Cross the bridge, look at the right side of the dam. Then we're going to come back and walk the trail along the side. That'll take us over to the Discovery Center. But we're going to walk this side first. Alright, we are standing on top of the dam at Hungry Mother. But we got some good color across the ridge there. Leaves have really started coming into their own the last couple of days since we've been here, because we've had some really cool nights. And that just made them pop and change that quick. But some big high ridges over there. This is a view from the spillway all the way at the other end of the dam. Dam's over there. Got ducks over to my left playing. It's a little overcast day, call for a 20% chance of rain today.
Stay. Good.
And the ducks are right there. Amazed me. I've been to several parks that were built during the Depression with the CCC people. They did such a good job. Probably with limited amount of tools using what they had. But this spillway is like beautiful. It starts right there, stacks all the way across. Then there's a little bit of concrete, and then all stone all the way down. It's beach day for the geese, but we got Mr. Great Blue Heron that just came in for a landing right there, coming on the other side of the post. He's creeping. Welcome back. We are on our Sunday hike. I don't know how far we've been so far. It's been a good ways. We are going over to the gazebo. I mean, not the gazebo, the amphitheater, which I find unique because the amphitheater at Hungry Mother State Park is, huh?
3.2 so far.
Wow, we've been 3.2 miles so far. We studied just easy walking. But the amphitheater at Hungry Mother State Park is across this bridge on an island in the middle of Hungry Mother Lake. I think that's a unique feature. So that's the whole reason I can't hiked way up here 3 miles from camp, is to take y'all across this bridge right there. Sandy and Atlas beat me to it, but they're walking across the bridge, and the amphitheater's on this little island. We're at the upper end of the Hungry Mother Lake. Thought there was one more bridge that way, but I guess I'm wrong. Now, yesterday, if you can see it now, there's a little bitty clearing right at the top of that ridge. I was up there with Sandy's camera shooting down at this bridge yesterday. Alright, we're across the bridge, walking up on this little walkway. There's the stage right there. And there's Sandy and Atlas right there. Go up here on the stage. Huh, come here, buddy. Oh, look. He came up with it. And that's the amphitheater. Is that just so cool? Well, there they are, putting on their own show. Hey, buddy! Come here and see me. There's the Hungry Mother Boat Center. It's closed for the season. All the floating docks have been pulled out the water. Paddle boats and stuff right there, though. Pretty cool. Well, we're at the Discovery Center, and it's Meet the Ambassadors today. They got some feeding going on, so we're going to check that out. The turtle knows what time it is. It's time to eat. He's getting fed today. He got his head up, ready to go. And let's being a good boy. Right, she's coming in.
Yeah, you'll get a pretty good view when he goes underwater. Ready, buddies? Want that? Here he goes. Well, look at him.
For the tally for today on our walk. So let's hear it.
Today, 7,489 steps.
Didn't say.
3.1 miles. 3.11 miles. 13 stairs.
That's not too bad. That's a good little hike for the morning. Alright. Sandy is doing her thing. What are you making?
I'm making a loaf of bread, maybe some turnover for some chicken pot pies.
Fresh.
Fresh.
Turning dough at Hungry Mother State Park. Fresh, just like it used to be. Welcome back. We are taking a little science trip. We looked through a pamphlet at Hungry Mother and found Saltville. So we took a ride down further south down 81. It's not that far from the park, but you got to go over some mountains to get here. A little town. Come to look at the shops, but they was closed on Monday, but the paper said they was open. But we found the guy that runs the whole strip, so he opened up all the stores for us. So we're getting ready to go in. Christmas on West Main, and check it out. The stores ain't my cup of tea, but I like the Christmas stuff. Cause that's me. Please take purchases to the market. Okay. So take whatever you want in here and then walk down to the pink building and pay for it. That's interesting, but the guy said he owns all the shops, so I guess that's where he's hanging out, down at the pink building. Okay, I know who's in the trucks. Got a few trucks. Got Cowboy Santa. Good door thing. I might have to get that for my house. Alright. Found me something for my front door. A little Cowboy Santa. That way it fits in between the storm door and the front door a whole lot better than the reef ever would. Alright, so I'm going to get something. We're in Saltville. Just went across to the Emporium across the street and walked along that little strip of shops. But across here is the Museum of Middle Appalachia. So we're going to go ahead and check it out. Looks like it used to be an old movie theater. Diorama from inside Saltville. Show you what it looks like over here. I think we just passed that little pond. And it tells you gotta walk all the way around it. And there's buttons to push that lights up different parts of it. So anyways, got the big old mastodon back there. Different stuff to found. Indian over here. And history all in here. There's a lot of history packed in this museum. That's a mastodon tooth. I think you needed to see it, Dennis. Now we're getting out of the prehistoric part. We got one little section of prehistoric part to go. And then start in with the Indians. Some more bones from local sites. Mr. Saber-toothed tiger.
That is a big beaver.
Beaver right there. There's a giant beaver. Over to the early Native American after the prehistoric. In the walls, the place is called Saltville, and we are in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains and way down southwest Virginia. We're about 30 plus miles from Bristol, Tennessee, and we're this far inland and we have saltwater marshes due to the high salt content in the wells in this area. A lot of these are saltwater marshes this far inland. Now we get into the woodland Indians, some of their airheads. Or just artwork anyway. Little grass hut. And they say this has got the most actual Indian artifact beads of any place, any museum. Genuine. Wow. This is a pretty cool museum. Going through the drawer cabinet here, these are all Indian arrows. Beads and shells.
This is a toolkit. Prehistoric. Prehistoric shakes. Spear points. Good size. More spear points. Quartz.
Sharp.
And celts. Like hatchet, wedge, or chisel.
Cool.
And
Grooved something.
grooved
It tells you when you open it.
axes. Oh wow, that's pretty.
Pretty impressive
Skillful.
collection though.
Yeah, it
A
is.
lot of axes in one spot. Huh. Beads from long ago. Even got the holes in it so they can be make necklaces out of them. Imagine the stories they could tell. Now we're getting over here into the Civil War section, because Virginia's full of Civil War, that's for sure. And these are just some of the different size ammunition that they shot each other with. That's why there are so many other than medical practice. But look at the size of that 69 caliber. That is a heck of a thing to get shot in the arm with, because you ain't putting that arm back together. That's why there were so many amputations. You cannot piece this stuff back together. And I was reading somewhere that the first prosthetics were made during and after the Civil War. So they've been around a long time too. Oh, the dam broke. Christmas Eve, 1924. Village swept away by a tide of mud and chemical waste. Interesting. I was up to my neck in muck. 1924. Especially up here in the mountains. Now we get over here to some of the artillery pieces. And it's a shot canister, and that's what's inside. It's a big old shot coming out of an explosion. Some of the Civil War armament. There's a Spencer carbine and Springfield rifle, 58 caliber. Some swords. Appalachian Museum here, Middle Appalachian Museum, without saying howdy to their mascot of Saltville, which is this dude behind me. Come on over here. This guy's called Wooly. They found all sorts of woolly mammoth mastodon stuff here. So they had somebody create this piece of art. I believe he's passed away now. But that's Wooly, the mastodon. Alright, later. And I found me a public parking space up here in Marion. And we're going to go down to the historic Lincoln Theater, which is on the historical list in Virginia because it's one of the last old-timey theaters there is. They have a free movie today, Phantom of the Opera, silent film, 1929. So we're going to get to check out the theater and watch a free movie. So that ain't too bad. So we're walking there. Should be about 3 minutes. A little 3-minute walk in front of the little parking garage. And here we are at the Lincoln Theater. Walking in. Got some upcoming events. Pretty well packed calendar. I was reading they have a free movie once a month. And here we go. We're going on in. Yes. That time of the month. And here we are. We're inside. This old-timey theater. What's they got? What's that? Visitor center? Please use main entrance. So we're going to see an old-timey silent film, but we get to come in the theater and check it out. I just turn you out around. Look at the walls and the ceiling. It's like one of the last theaters of its kind. Opened 1929. I'll be down, I don't know, center row here. Well, we just got done with the silent version of Phantom Opera. It was pretty cool. Here's a history of the renovation of the Lincoln Theater. It opened in 29 for $150,000. And then as it went through the years, renovation cost us $2.1 million. Reopened in 2004. And it is travel day. Been out here packing up the outside. It's pretty good. Got everything packed up. Nothing left on the ground. Took the garbage to the dump. Checked the lug nuts. Made sure they was at 100. 100 foot-pounds. Put a little air on the right sides. Everything's good as far as air goes. Unhooked all the plumbing. Drained all the tanks. Got the truck loaded up. Got the bed ready to be folded up. We're just waiting for about 11:30. We're going to drive about 89 miles today and try out one of them new RV Love Stop. See what that's all about. See, he's got dog parts, so that's good for Atlas. He can go do his business and run around off leash. That'd be good for a change. And that's it. Truck's ready. I just was in it straightening out the bag in. So we're gonna go check it out. We like Tongarmother State Park. Did a little fishing yesterday. I didn't catch nothing, but that was to be expected, I guess. And hiked a lot. Got the owl for the owl prowl, which made me happy. And it was a good trip. Nice and quiet. Everybody shut it down pretty much at 10 o'clock, which is the quiet hours. And that was it. It was a good trip. To Adventures with PC Wabash, and we are in Ellingston, Virginia at the Love's Truck Stop, trying out one of them newfangled Love's RV overnight stops. Our space is like 55 foot long, according to the stat sheet. Alright, and we are hooked up, and then each spot has a no parking zone patio between each spot, so it's nice and wide. Let me walk around here, and this is a full hookup. Right in back of our place we got the dog park, which Atlas says he'd take that. And then we get on this side and we have the water, the electric pedestal, and the sewer. So it's a full hookup, but they want you to fill up your tank because in the freezing weather they don't want to bust their hydrant. So I put 2/3 the tank full, and that'll get us through the night easy. So hey, that was easy peasy coming up in here. They sent a confirmation email, arrive at 2 o'clock. As soon as 2 o'clock hit, I hit the button, checked in, and said, you checked in. Saying he went and got us a snack at the Arby's or the Dunkin' Donuts. I ain't seen yet, but I'm all hooked up. We're going to stay here tonight and head to Fredericksburg tomorrow. Alright, and they give us the Wi-Fi passcode on the text message, which was cool. So we got full hookups and the Wi-Fi and the dog park right in back of me. What could you ask for when you're traveling with a dog? It's sites 1, 2, 3, and 4. The dog park is directly behind you. The other couple are across the parking lot on the other side of the gas pump. Alright, that was cool. Love's RV Stop. I think we got 2 in Virginia. Later.